Oh, because bro, we could talk about that intuition for real.
The woman's intuition?
Yeah.
As it refers to when it comes to what though? Like intuition when it comes to certain aspects of the relationship?
Yeah, if you're in a relationship and you know, a woman be like, my intuition's telling me, my intuition has me feeling.
So you think they have like their intuition is more special than ours?
It's supposed to be.
Based on rhetoric, but we don't know that's correct, you know?
Look, if you're in a relationship, right, and her intuitions are so strong, right? How do you not know if your spouse is unhappy? That's why I say a lot of that shit just be bullshit and people just saying stuff like my intuition's telling me, my intuition's no. You have a feeling. You feel that way, and you have a right to feel that way because you're probably not doing something.
No, I like that.
You're probably not doing something.
So you're looking at it from a point of view, women who not necessarily complain, but if you should basically know that your spouse is unhappy. If
Absolutely.
you're a woman in your relationship, you should know that.
Absolutely.
Because of the fact that you have this woman's intuition.
Yes. And you use that when it benefits you at that moment. Oh, my intuition was telling me to check, to see, to ask.
That's interesting. But now with the stuff, like what would make you think, okay, and know, like, okay, I need to be doing more? What are the signs?
For who?
For a woman.
Her intuitions.
But what I'm saying is like, okay, because I'm trying to understand. If a woman should know that your man is unhappy, you should know that without him even saying anything.
Yes.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
because of your intuition. I feel as though you should know. And if you're not doing it, it's because you don't want to do it. But you know you're not doing it. You know you're not doing it. Like you know you don't please your man the way you should be pleasing your man. You know that.
How do we know? Okay.
You know why I take that back? Because you see, I don't want to see. That's what I'm gonna say.
Let's try to.
That's
like
pure
I said,
laziness.
Let's try to. Like I said,
right?
this is go.
That's pure laziness, right? Because you should know, right? You should know. Okay, you know what? I had sex with my man twice this week. My man like having sex good 4 or 5 times a week. He needs that. But you had sex with him twice.
Right.
So your intuition should tell you, hey, you know what? He's not going to be happy with me with just twice a week. So you should know that.
Right.
But again, you don't do it because you just don't want to do it. So you could be lazy. A lot of women are, I don't want to say a lot of women are lazy, but a lot of people are lazy within their relationship. They feel as though, you know what? I'll do it tomorrow. It'll be all right. I'm going to just go to sleep. You know, I don't want to roll over right now. I'm not even in the mood right now. And you know how I feel about people when you tell somebody that you're not in the mood. Some guys don't mind being turned down. Me personally, I'm just not that guy. Like, don't turn me down.
Right.
Especially when I'm coming to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. If we're in a relationship, right, and we're together and we're sleeping together, don't turn me down and say, not tonight. I'm not in the mood tonight. To me, that's just a slap in the face. I don't care who you are, any man. That's a slap in the face. I don't want to sound selfish and cold-hearted, but that would never work for me.
Yeah. No, I get it. So you said 4 to 5 times a week. You know there's 7 days in a week.
Yeah.
And I understand what you're saying.
And then you have a week where you can't do nothing.
Right. Oh, a week? It's a week? It's only a week?
It might be a week.
Okay, so it's a week.
Yeah.
Then you have a week.
Let's just say you have 5 days.
Right. Okay.
6 days of not, you can't do nothing out of the 30 days.
Sometimes I hear these stories and I wonder if women know how much men enjoy that physical aspect of the relationship. Because sometimes I hear people talk and it's like they're embarrassed because it sounds so trivial. Like, I want more sex all the time. Something sexual, please. So I can get back on to the rest of my day. It seems so simple, but sometimes when you express that, if you were to express that, you probably think like, damn, this seems so simple and trivial. It's like, well, damn, all you want is sex? And it's like, well, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I want. Yeah.
Right now.
You know, men are just, bro, we're so simple. You know, we're so simple. The dumbest gift will make I don't want to say man, but, you know, a manly man happy. You buy a man some underwear.
Right.
I needed that. Oh, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying go to the Gucci store and go get a guy a shirt from Gucci. That's just. But a woman that you rock with,
right.
Go out and get you a pack of white. You know me,
right.
Walmart. You give me a pack of white tees from Walmart, I appreciate it.
Interesting.
You know, and people know when you're in a relationship for so long with someone and you built that, you know that person. You know what that person needs. If you choose not to do it, that's on you.
That's I like the way you said the small gifts too, because I can attest to that. Like, I actually would prefer something I would need, like maybe a bookmark, a dope bookmark,
Bro.
as opposed to a Gucci shirt. No, I mean, it's not that I'm doing. I know. Look at your face. Jesse's face is over here like, I don't know. I'll probably take the Gucci shirt, but you get what I'm saying.
No, I don't want the Gucci shirt.
Okay, so we're on the same level.
Yeah,
we're on the same level with that. It's because the Gucci shirt seemed like, and here's where the affection I'm talking about, without the physical. Because you have people who aren't good with the physical, never will be good with the physical because of other things. Maybe it has nothing to do with you, but the way they were upbringing and all of those other things that still from childhood that they haven't fixed.
You need physical.
I know you need the physical, but what I'm saying, affection that way is easy to think that, okay, let me go to buy what I think is expensive and then buy it for him, as opposed to buying something thought-provoking that he needs, like you said. That's important. And those little things, affection, men like that stuff. I think that's very important.
Not even affection, man. I just think men, period. So something that I'm going to use every day. You know I'm at the gym 5-6 days a week.
Right.
Give me a gym shirt.
Right.
Give me a hoodie. Something that you know that I'll wear. Don't buy me no sweater.
Right. Just because the name is big or something like that.
Gucci
Yeah.
Sweater.
It doesn't do it. Yeah.
That's not for me.
Doesn't hit the same. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, but we know when you in that space of a relationship and you're with somebody, you know what that person needs. When you choose not to do it, that's on you. But again, you know, women, females in general, hold the key to sex. They could turn you down whenever they want.
You know what I actually tried to do one time, and this sounds crazy, and this is the truth, because I feel the same way. Maybe like I can be someone who I can see how I want to have sex too often, right? So I try to be like a little empathetic, and I say, this is crazy. I'm thinking like maybe this is, me asking for sex is probably a bit much on you in your body, and you can't keep up with, you know, the amount of sex that I want or the amount of attention, physical attention and stuff that I want and I require. Maybe it's just too much for you.
You shouldn't ask. You shouldn't ask. I would never ask. It's something so weird.
But I'm saying, what if it physically is just too much? We got to ask ourselves a lot of these things.
Me.
How old are the women we talking about? Like when we hear these situations they come up, how old are the women?
They're usually older. So
usually as they get a little older, maybe they just tired. And I'm not even trying to like pander, but I'm trying to understand like, yo, maybe this is a thing like, yo, I'm just tired. And then to the point, if that's the case, that still doesn't change the fact that the man has needs. So now if you're tired, I understand that you're tired, but I also have needs that need to be taken care of. So what do?
Do what you're supposed to do. You can't be tired.
So check this out. Not being tired would help you and possibly help the man remain monogamous as possible, right? But you're going to be tired. So what do you do?
Put on a show, man. I don't know no other way. You can't tell me that you're tired. What does that mean? You're with somebody. You said that I like this person for X, Y, and Z, right? Okay, now you find out this person want to take care of you. This person want to provide for you. But with that comes with, hey, you gotta fuck me 4 or 5 days a week because I need that. If you choose to say, yo, you know what? I can't. You guys have to sit down and come up with a solution that works for the both of you guys. Well, really for him. But he shouldn't come up to you and ask you. He shouldn't come up to you and say, oh, you know what? Let's go have or try to do any. I don't know. I think it's weird, man. I think it's just weird. Now you begging, and you know what? I'm not into the mood, and you still gotta take care of this person and do all these things for this person. Nah, if you're capable, and you're just not willing to, then. But somebody tell me you're tired. Listen, we as men can't tell our woman we can't take the trash out because we're tired. We can't tell our woman that, yo, you have a flat outside. I call AAA. I don't want to change the tire. I'm tired. If you're a man, bro, and you're busy and you're working, you're providing, dog, you're always tired. You're always tired. But your woman shouldn't come on to you and be like, listen, I just want to meet me in the room. And you turn to her and you tell her you're tired? Nah. It's no way.
That was a lot to unpack, but I follow you there. That's crazy. But what is the woman supposed to do if she's genuinely tired?
Figure it out.
Do you need help in this part of the relationship?
Hey, probably bring somebody in.
And you know that they won't be that won't be permissible. They wouldn't like something like that.
So how would the relationship work? It wouldn't work.
And check this out, to your point, in case this sounds so crazy, it's not crazy because, you know, this is going to sound a little nuts, but to your point, as far as how important sex is, I'm just drawing conclusions from this particular fact. I believe it's a fact, or people can fact check it if they want. Sounds crazy, but men get caught masturbating in the weirdest places. I would say way more often than women, or like women, it's not a necessity for like women like that. Do you understand? Men, you can hear stories about men getting caught masturbating in movies and different things. You're like, yo, what the hell are you doing?
It's the same for women too.
But here's what I'm saying. I believe men get caught more often. Mm-hmm. So if women are doing it, fine. But the fact that a man has to get this nut out so bad, that shows the desire of a sexual release that a man is looking for. And that's what I'm trying to explain here. Men get caught masturbating, right, bro. You hear this in people's relationships and stuff. They get caught masturbating. Very rare do you have a woman get caught masturbating because it's so important in the weirdest places too. That's what I'm saying. Like a man masturbating in his car. I don't think a woman, you know, it'd be harder for a woman to get caught. It's probably happened. But what I'm saying is that the fact that he got to get this release off so bad, it's a sign. And like I said, this isn't literature. So I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So if a woman thinks like, oh man, all these guys do is just think about sex. But that's the reality of a lot of men. Like that release and that sexual release is important.
Especially if you're with someone.
But I'm saying, if you're with someone, if you can't get that, you almost feel like, damn, why do I have this person?
And I'm taking care of this person. I'm doing all this, and I can't get the one thing I'm asking you for. No, it's never gonna work.
I remember somebody told me he had a conversation with his significant other, and she told him that basically she can do it once or twice a week. It was a serious conversation. So what is he supposed to do? These are serious conversations because to your point, he can't take the trash out once or twice a week. That's not going to work.
He got to take the trash out. Whenever that trash is full, that trash got to be out.
He knows you got to take it out.
That's it. You
don't even ask your woman to take it out. I got it. Like, you don't even say you got it. You just take the trash out. But is that, they would say that is not equivalent to a sexual need. That's not the same as your sexual need. You taking out the trash and you providing. That's not the same. It doesn't take the same amount of energy.
Well, I don't want to provide anymore.
But it's in you. You want to provide anyway.
But if not, okay, now I don't.
Right.
I'm not getting what I want in return. Because what's that saying you said? Either you're pimping or you're getting pimped.
Yeah.
So if I'm providing, I'm looking for something when I come home. I'm looking for sex, peace, food, and a home.
And I like that you brought the pimp part up too, because this is, like I said, we're having a respectable conversation. So take the sexual part out of it, and because pimping was a good example that I used. Take the sexual part out of it. You know, as far as being able to foster that type of growth in somebody purposefully, Like, I know I'm going to be able to help you grow. You're going to be set financially. You're going to expand your mind. All of these different things. If you follow this, like I said, syllabus that I have for the relationship and how I conduct my relationships, or how I would conduct a relationship. This is it. I have it all planned for you. You understand? A man going in like that with a relationship, I think he's the one that's doing the pimping.
Of course.
If he doesn't have that type of syllabus or anything like that, and he doesn't understand what I'm talking about when I say pimping, like, somebody could be looking at this saying, this guy talking about pimping. He don't know what you're getting pimped.
Yeah. Yeah. You're in someone else's relationship.
Yep.
You're not in your own relationship. You're not leading your relationship. You're in somebody's relationship. And when that person gets tired of you, you're gonna be single again.
Yeah. So go ahead and ask. Go ahead and ask right now. And like I said, if you got to ask that question, that's what I said. Take the sexual part out of it so people won't just click off and say that, because that was actually a really good analogy. I went over that and I spoke to a couple of people when it came to that. That was good. And I just want to make sure we take out the vulgar part.
Yeah, but that's part of it, though. That's part of the relationship. Touching, feeling.
No, I get that.
The words of encouragement. That's all part of it.
But the pimping, the real actual pimping, when it comes to the sexual part, is not positive.
No, we're not.
That's what I'm saying.
That,
no,
right.
But it does. That part does come into the relationship. I get that. But I'm talking about just who runs and has the plan for the relationship. Who's steering the ship of the relationship? That's all. You could say that. Who's steering the ship?
Right.
You know what I mean? If there you go. So if you got a problem with the pimping part, who's steering the ship? Where are you guys going? If you're steering the ship, then that syllabus I was talking about, you say, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Right.
But if you don't know about the syllabus and you don't know who's steering the ship,
she's clearly steering the ship. You're just visiting. As a man, you're just gonna be here for a while. That's all it is.
Ooh.
You're gonna be here for a while. That's all it is. And the minute she found the person to take the wheel, bro, she's gonna fall back.
I had to look and make sure everything was still going when you said that. That was perfect. That was perfect. That was perfect, bro.
It's cringe. It's cringeworthy, and then people, a lot of people are afraid to say it. Similar to the conversation we were having in the gym earlier. And sometimes some guys, they're like, yeah, I hear you. And then they're like, ugh. That's not me. I get it. I know it's not you.
Because she's steering the ship. She's
doing all the driving. Yeah. And you're just coming in on the back end.
You might as well go up to her and be like, well, what, where are we going? Yeah. I never asked you that question.
Well, what is it you want from me?
Yeah. I never asked you that question. Where are we going in this relationship? And she'll be able to tell you the answer.
The mall. Nowhere.
Because you don't have the answer. I think it's, and it probably comes off as arrogant, and I can see that, but it's just free conversation. I am really into men being the leaders of the relationship, but only if you can lead properly.
Right.
We see guys and know guys that, like, even though they might have the right thing, check this out. This is the crazy thing about being able to speak and present yourself and communicate. Even though you have the right path and the right message, if you can't deliver it correctly so a woman can understand it, you're going to have issues. You can have the right message, but if delivery isn't right, you're going to have issues. And then check this out. You could have the wrong message with the right delivery, and you have no issues. Think about it. Here's your syllabus. Me and you looking at your relationship syllabus, hypothetically, we're looking at it, and I'm like, I don't know if a woman going to like this. This? She ain't going to do that. It's crazy. But that person knows how to deliver. His rhetoric is dope. Wrong message, proper rhetoric, he's fine. But here you got somebody with a right message, like, oh, this is cool, man. Oh, yeah, she's going to love this. Any woman would go with this. This is perfect. This is perfect. Wrong delivery. Never got it. He's still single. Crazy how it works, right? It's like you got to be able to mesh the two.
Mm-hmm.
That's why for men, it's very important for men to be able to communicate and articulate. You got to be able to do that, man.
You got to have all your stuff to go into a relationship.
And then having your stuff together, I mean to cut you off, but having your stuff together, that's the congruency part.
Yeah, that's true.
It basically is depending on where you come from. If you don't have a silver spoon, it's not easy. That's the thing that people forgot to say. This is kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard. Thinking about the position that you're in and being able to do what you have to do, what you can do. And the same thing for me. There's nothing about the story that was easy. Matter of fact, it's so hard that if I didn't know that if I wasn't me, I'm out. How about them apples? I'm out.
Yeah. It's a lot of work. Bro, it's a lot of work, bro. It's not easy.
Gotta get some more of this. Gotta get some more of this, bro. Yeah, buddy. Jesse on the road today. Jesse on the road today, man. Guys, tell me what you think. Like, subscribe button, help grow the channel. But more than anything, I would say the like button because, like, it's hard with this algorithm, with this type of content, where I would admit that we're all over the place, but people having real conversation when you go to the gym and you talk to your boys, you guys don't have a topic to talk about, right? You just
shooting the breeze.
Shooting the breeze, winging it, but it becomes great conversation, and that's what we're here to present. But the more you like it, the better we can put out content, and the more we can put out content. It just shows that there's a demand for it, and we can supply more to that demand. So let's get back into it. So yeah, about these bitches. See? You see how we go?
Like and subscribe.
You see how we go? We got a little bit of that too. But it's not necessarily needed, but
no, but you have to provide though. That's
right.
That you have to be, where everything that's being said, depending on where you at in your life, how long you've been with your partner, to demand certain things, you have to be a provider. It's just what it is. You have to be a provider.
And check this out. As you're saying it, man, this is good. It's getting good. You're right. I should have never put this hoodie on. Oh my God, it's getting warm in here. But check this out. I'm gonna take myself out of my marriage and throw hypotheticals out there because that's when it makes it real fun. And you get to find out who Ronald really is and how I think, right? I would have control of the whole thing if I worked at Papa John's right now. The woman that comes into my life, mind you, I am keeping my mind. I am going to keep my brain, So in this hypothetical, I'm everything but the real estate investor. I would be able to have my woman follow my syllabus working at Papa John's. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The communication and the delivery got to be right. And then that's what I'm talking about where take the sexual part out of it.
But that's a woman that you've been with. That would be a woman that you've been with.
Challenge me now. No, that's
because
a woman.
If it's a woman that has her shit together, you can't just come over to her and be like, "Oh, I'm a delivery guy at Papa John's," and now you're in my relationship, and
right.
she makes 6 figures.
Hear me out. That's not my woman though.
Right.
But what I'm saying is my woman, even though I'm at Papa John's, is going by my syllabus, and that's what I need men to get to. Your communication skills and your delivery, especially if you know your message is right. Because that's where I'm going with my syllabus. My syllabus is dope.
Right. Even though you're working at Papa John, there's a plan in play.
Right. But the way I'm communicating that plan to my woman is let me throw the air quotes, the pimping.
I guess.
But it's tough because you got to be able to communicate. Some people probably have a better syllabus than mine. They ain't got no woman. Because the communication to the woman about your plan is not there. Your rhetoric is not there.
If he ain't got a woman, I'm not judging. I'm not judging. He's probably in a better situation.
If he doesn't want a woman, you got it. If he doesn't want a woman, yeah, I get that. Everybody doesn't want to be in a relationship. I get that. Right. But if you want to be in a relationship, or if you're going to be in a relationship and you have that leader type of mentality, then yeah, come with a plan. It doesn't matter if you have Papa John's, bro. It don't matter because check this out. I don't have a college degree. Things go awry. I got to find another financial strategy, and I will have to find meaningful employment. And what if that is Papa John's? In this hypothetical, it's going to be Papa John's. It's going to be me living below my means, finding a room that I can rent, maybe even share that room for a year or 2 years. My woman that comes into my life will understand it. I can't spend no money. Why you can't spend no money? You make money, you're doing overtime. Yeah, but it's going to take me 2 years to get to this down payment for this right here, and this is what I'm going for. That's why my credit score is 7, What's your credit score, by the way? Oh, damn. Yeah, we're going to have to work on that if you're going to be with me because I'm going to need you to have a certain credit score so I can go by your income, too. When we both go down on this property, figure it out.
There's people with their masters who couldn't figure that out.
Put it this way. It's people with their masters and doctors who fucked up the country.
Facts.
This is crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's why when it comes now, we can get to that president stuff and the presidency. I'm the president of in my own head, and that's enough. Because once I've been disillusioned from childhood with all of the shit, I said, yo, I gotta find a way myself, man. This ain't gonna work. I went to St. Benedict's Prep. And mind you, check this out. I got cut from every single basketball team when I went to St. Benedict's Prep. But the way I got cut was like, it was brutal. It was like, you look at the list and you cut. Now, you imagine the type of person I am with the practice I tried to put in to make that team. Every time I look at the list, wasn't there. And it wasn't like I sucked. I was one of those people who were probably right on the cusp, but there was a couple other people who, you know what, give or take, these people are probably more likable anyway, these three. So I'm going to go with these three. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Ronald hasn't been coached, raw ability, talent, athletic, but he doesn't know how to play basketball per se. So I get it. But I put all that time in. But it helped me to have those failures early, the real way. Like, yo, you're not going to cut it. And then I just moved on and figured it out. That's what has to happen with people. Hearing the truth, hearing it raw like that.
No, you can't do that today.
Why?
You can't. You cannot.
You can't say, yo, bro, you're not that good at that.
Nope. You cannot. That's your mental illness. You can't do that. You can't talk to another man like that or a young man like that and tell him that. No. You gotta coddle him. You gotta tell him, hey, you know, you were doing so good.
Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. That's why I tell people when people start, they say something like, oh, I see your podcast, man. I like your podcast. I listen. In my head, I'm like, man, you do not have to coddle me. Like, I'd rather you say something. Like, I look for what they say. Like, sometimes I hope it's something they don't like that I said something or whatever. I'm all cool with that. But what I don't want, like, don't egg me on and my shit is whack. Don't do that for me.
Right.
Like,
right.
I'm not the one. Don't do that for me. Tell me it's whack, please. It's a challenge for me. It helps me. But don't egg me on and be like, yo, this shit dope. And it's like, it's mediocre. And that's why I don't, and it's going to check this one out. This is crazy, I guess. I just knee-jerk reaction. We have a great conversation. I want to say it and challenge me on this. I don't support somebody because I'm supposed to support them. I guess I'm really we talk about selfishness, and there was one thing I told you, like, I think that's just selfish, Jesse. I think that's selfish. But I think this is selfish, but I think it's rational selfishness. But check this out. I don't support anything that I can't support, genuinely. I'm not supporting you. And I wouldn't want you to do the same thing for me. But check this out. If I like it, the support is this easy for me. Right. I've never missed, especially since working at Lowe's. And you know how Lowe's, the schedule is, you can't get days and all these things. I've never missed not one football game that my brother had from when he started playing football. And that's talking about his whole, from like 6th, 7th grade. I always loved to see my brother play football. That's how I learned about football. I didn't even know about football like that until you told me about Madden and all that. That's how I started learning about football. But I never missed one. I didn't even consider it support. But I guess I was supporting him. You know what I'm saying? I was always there. No matter what, I was always there. My favorite player. And I don't even consider that support. I did it because, like, I wanted to do that. But that was support. So that's how I'll support, bro. I'm not forcefully supporting nothing. Like, I don't care if you came out with a product. It's better for me. Same here, bro. Mm-hmm. You gotta remember, I would never force nothing on you. You know, no, please buy. No. I gotta learn what the real economy is. See if anybody even wants my product. I can't force it on my friends first. Hey, yo, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And this is just my opinion. I know a lot of people don't agree with this, but I'm asking you, if you're doing something, you start a creative venture, why are you worrying about your friends and family to support you first? What if your product is, that's giving you false hopes about your product or whatever you're putting out? Right. If you got 40, 50 friends, a lot of friends like people have, I don't know how they do that. And you got those friends liking and amplifying your stuff for a couple of weeks to make you feel good. But you never put it out there to the real market to see that, damn, this is not even on par. It's not even that it sucks, but the competition is fucking crazy. It's crazy, I just don't get it. So what is your take on support, and how do you view support?
It depends on who you are, man. If it's a product that let's say somebody came out with some soap, it was like a friend of mine, I would buy it. If it's not good, I'll never buy it again. But I'm definitely big on, you got a new shirt, or give me an extra large. You know me, if it don't fit me the right way, I'll never buy it again. Now I got to use it for the car to wipe the windshield. This is what it is, man. I believe in support. You should support people. So if I have somebody around who's selling something, who's doing something, I'm going to go support. But if the food is not good, I'll never be back there. I'll never go back again.
Fair enough.
That's it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I just show love, man. It's just so easy. It's so easy to show love instead of being like, I'm not gonna go over there because of. No, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
My man opened up a hot dog spot. I'm not a big hot dog fan. I'm gonna go grab me a glizzy. It's what it is.
So I guess, like I said, that's why I said it's knee-jerk reaction. That's what I'm saying. So maybe I have to refine what I'm saying because I do the same thing.
Yeah, your support.
So you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But so what is it I'm trying to say? I see, because what I don't do is I'm not reaching. I believe you're supposed to start whatever it is, whatever venture you do, start it, and I'm not telling nobody.
Yeah, you're not begging. And see, that's the ego thing.
But no, check it out. I'm going off this philosophy. When it comes to business and certain things like this, I believe that, it's not about believe, but what I'm thinking is that you could be so good it can't be ignored. I'd rather work on that stuff because I can control that. The support part, I'm afraid of because let's just talk about it. I'm damaged, bro. I've watched people's friendships, even having my own friendship, where I can think about, and I say to myself, damn, if this person only knew I think this way about this, I wonder if we'd still be friends. And social media has shown me the answer is probably no. So it's weird. You understand? To develop a real connection with somebody, like, to me, for you, for example, if you do something wrong and you get caught out there and you do something wrong, like legally, depending on what it is, Jesse's my boy. It doesn't matter. You understand? That's just how I am. I don't know if other people rock that way. Whatever it is, you say something or piss me off or whatever, you're still my boy. It don't matter to me. It does matter, but it's not enough to like end a relationship or a friendship. Yo, I see it, bro. The more I dig deep onto who I am and the person I am, and I put it out there, the more people unfollow. I'm not mad, but I think that's because the way I started, check it out. I started as a W-2 employee. Where I'm at now, do you understand? I can speak to others who can get that way and tell them how to get there. But then remember, I told you, I wait until I get my black belt. That signpost, once I get there, that's when I'm going to really share. Like, yeah, if you're doing this, no, do this because this will work right here. So I'm not there yet, so I haven't been able to share that. But to the point that somebody told me before, like, yo, Ronald, you're not relatable. It's like, I think so, man. It's not a bad thing, but it's like, it makes sense. Think about what's fun for me. I'd rather fucking read a book, bro. And that's literally, how some people say read book, and I don't think everybody need to read books. I'm not saying do that. I literally waste a lot of time doing that. I don't believe I do, but I spend a lot of time doing that. So much so, I don't even want to tell somebody when they call me and they ask you, like, what you doing? It ain't gonna sound right. So I'm like, just chilling, bro. I ain't doing nothing. My head was just in the book.
Right.
You understand? So when somebody says you're not relatable and things of that nature, and I see the views and stuff, so I get it.
You're not relatable because people would say that you come off very arrogant.
Right.
But that you're not arrogant. That's just who you are.
Yeah, but I say you would know that there's times when I tell you, you hear the vulnerability.
Yeah, it's not that you're being arrogant. You come off as being arrogant. But somebody that knows you know, okay, Ronald's a stay to himself person. He's very chill, very laid back. If you speak, I'll speak. It's not like you have problem with people.
No.
But sometimes you come off very stern and harsh. And again, that type of conversation is not for everybody. A lot of people are weak. They might be on some shit where they be like, nah, man, nah. No, a lot of people are weak. You can't tell everybody that, hey, yo, my man, your gloves stink. You could be in the gym with somebody that dap you. You'll be like, yo, my man, your gloves stink. You got to wash that.
Right.
You just dap me up, and now my hands smell like your glove. It should stink, bro. You got to wash that.
Yeah. Hey, see.
Some people would get offended, and it wouldn't be you looking them out. Oh, this motherfucker arrogant. Yo, man, Jesse arrogant.
I would have to make sure like, if I didn't know you said that, I'd have been like, oh, shit, I would wash it off.
No, I'm telling you.
No, I would have washed my hands, boom, 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 and went back and like, yo, I appreciate that, bro. Like, damn, I didn't know my shit was like that. Never had to tell you, like, yo, my shit ain't usually like that, bro. And that's how a relationship would have built. You know what I'm saying? A friendship would have built, and you'd be able to tell somebody, like, yo, when I met this nigga, his hands smell like fish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that lie you told people, like when you came to my apartment, you say you seen a roach on the wall.
Hilarious. You got a roach on the wall. They're like, for real?
I'm like, not a roach, bro. Not a roach.
What was it, a fly?
You can't. You know what? Look, now I'm making an excuse. I know exactly what it was because I had to research it. It was like one of those things beetles that come from the tree from outside.
Yeah.
So it came in the house and it was definitely crawling on the wall.
It's an outdoor roach.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. See, and the crazy thing is when you called it a roach inside my apartment, and I'm like, Jesse, that's not a roach. But as soon as you said it in my apartment, I knew like, damn, this nigga's gonna go to the job. I come to the job, the first thing people tell you, like, damn, bro, you got a roach here. Jesse's like, yo, let me tell you what I saw on this man's wall. It was the best, man. It was the best. But it wasn't a roach. It was a tree beetle, some shit like that. Mm-hmm. It was a beige tree beetle. I would never forget.
Beige
tree beetle. That's crazy, man. Crazy. Hey, bro, you know I used to have, I wouldn't say used to. I learned to curve it and manage it because I do silly shit sometimes. But I don't know, people don't notice, but I would say I used to have anger management issues. But the thing is, I wouldn't hurt anybody else. I'll just start breaking shit. Like, it was just terrible, terrible. I don't know if I learned how to refine that or if success helped refine that or if I got older. But I know what that type of energy is like. So sometimes when I look at guys and they're afraid to let go whatever they're hiding in there, I want to be like, sometimes I want to be like, yo, man, and tell them the most embarrassing, messed up shit that I've done, the things that I think, I mean, that was stupid. I could be better than that. Because we're all human, you understand? Mm-hmm. So I'm not even afraid to share those things with people. Whereas I see and I feel the apprehension with others when it comes to that. Like they're being something that they're not. And they don't have to do that.
Right.
Like, yo, you don't have to do that. And I'm not the one to say, I ain't shit. No, I'm dope.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but you don't have to do that, because I'm human. I understand things. Like, and it's better for you to be real. And I find that so much better. You know what? Now I'm going to say this. I'm actually happy people don't keep it real. Because I'll be seduced by it. Like, yo, this nigga said the realest shit. I think this dude's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. So I'm glad people don't share it. Don't share it. Don't share it.
I'd rather you be real, man. Don't coddle me. Don't fucking...
No, they're not going to coddle you.
Try to make me feel good. Tell me the real.
They're not going to coddle you. They're going to pretend to be something in front of you. That's what I'm saying.
You don't do that neither. But you could feel that. You sense that. You know that. But you know when that's happening.
That's a high percentage, though. Why is the percentage so high?
I don't know, but man. There's an aura that people have where you just by looking at somebody, be like, all right, this person's cool. Then you see them again, you be like, oh, this person's acting. Oh, like that's not even you. Oh. It's like you know somebody when they putting on a show, like you just doing it. Mm-hmm. You just putting on a show.
The congruency's not there.
Yeah.
Even if I don't know you all the way, just when I profile you, I had one profile going, and you're not keeping up with that profile as I see you at the subsequent weeks or days. You're not keeping up with that profile. So yeah, for that reason, I'm out, or you're definitely not what I thought you was. That's fun to do.
If you talk to somebody and y'all start talking, like just have normal conversation, whatever, within the first 5 minutes, you know if that person's likable or not. How that person react, what that person say about someone else in the area. You just know. Dope.
We could expand upon that. They say, or they have something, they say women know if they would sleep with you within the first few minutes or something like that. And to your point with the intuition part, how many times have women done that and it didn't work out for them?
I don't believe it's no. I would never sit here and say that it's a high percentage that it didn't work out for them. I think a woman who's nice looking, you know what? I take that back. Not even nice looking, but a woman who goes up to the guy who they know is within their level, he'll sleep with her.
Right. But I'm saying is, I get that part, but those situations and interactions don't always work out in the long run. So what I'm saying is, when you said within the first 5 minutes of speaking to somebody, you'll know if they're likable or not. And I know for a fact, not for a fact, I wouldn't say for a fact, but I've heard from individuals I've asked about you, your own brother, and then the same thing goes for me, that it takes a while for us to really like get comfortable with you. So is that what you're saying? Like, can you refine that a little bit? You're saying within the first 5 minutes, you know if somebody is what? Dislikable or somebody you can just be cool with?
Both.
Within the first 5 minutes?
Absolutely. You know.
But you're not saying nothing.
Based on the conversation that you're having with somebody. Let's say you guys are talking about sports. And yeah, I don't see eye to eye. Right? But the points that he's making, they're valid points. They're not stupid points. They're valid. Right? For example, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, right? Mm-hmm. Kid come up to me and was like, what do you think is going to happen at the fight? I said, Jake Paul's going to win. He was shocked. The kid wasn't, the guy wasn't black. He was white. So he was, that whole race thing.
Right.
He thought it was going to go with Mike.
Right.
He said, for real? I thought you would have went with Mike. I said, no. He said, oh, have you seen him training? I said, yeah. I said, anybody could train like that.
Right.
I said, but now get into the ring and then move. So you're not, that bag is there.
Stationary,
That bag is not moving.
Right.
Now think about somebody going into the ring and now you have to move the entire time you're fighting. You can't sit there like a duck. You have to move. Mm-hmm. You're going to get tired. You're not young anymore. It's a young man sport. You're 50 what? How old is Mike?
58.
Come on, bro. He's 60 years old.
Yeah, look bad.
Fighting a kid. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, not at all.
He didn't have a chance.
I knew that was over in the first 10 seconds.
In the first round, it looked good. It gave you hope.
Not for me, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, no. Not for people with common sense.
As soon as the first exchange, I said, oh, damn.
Yeah. Look. It looked good. In the first round. That's probably the only round Mike won. It's the only round he won.
Oh, I got it. I had to fight. It's 8 rounds. I had it 7 times 8, whatever. I had an 87 times, 9 times, whatever 9 times 8 is. I had it that, and I had 80.
You can't give him 9-8. It's only 8 rounds.
No, meaning the score. I had 10 all. I had Jake Paul winning every round.
Jake Paul didn't win the first round.
But there was a judge who had that same card I had. I had it 80. Guys, I can't remember the math right now. I've been drinking, so I don't know. But whatever 9 times 8, 72. Yeah, I had to score 80 to 72. I had 9 points for Tyson every round. That was just me. But okay. I come from the fighting background a little bit, so I kind of looked at it and said, oh, wow. But let me tell you real quick, I don't want to change the subject too much. The 2 fights before that,
oh, yeah, amazing.
Excellent.
Amazing. Yeah, amazing.
They got that all.
But everybody knew that, though. Everybody going into the fight knew that the girls were going to be the craziest fight because they fought before, and then, it was that Spanish girl. Hey, man, they fight.
Oh, boy.
They fight, bro. Ooh. But again, Mike, somebody could tell you, Mike is going to win, and then he'll tell you why he think it's going to win. But then also, he could be smart about it and say, but he has to catch Jake Paul. And if he doesn't catch Jake Paul, that's not a fight that Mike want. Mike don't want that to go to 8 rounds. He got to go in there the first 2, 3 and try to put him out. If he doesn't put him out, bro, he doesn't stand a chance.
It's over.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
He looked good. He threw some nice punches in the first round. And then I think in the 3rd round, he almost went down.
Yeah, look, when he was walking to the sides after the end of the round, I'm like, damn. I don't know when they're going to do it, but did you ever play Mike Tyson Punch-Out back in the day? And so I was just thinking, I don't know how to do it, the creativeness of it, but I was thinking that they should make somebody should do a meme with Jake Paul being the kid, like fighting, and then Mike coming down, and then what Mike do every time Mike, because that game was all about timing. Like every time a fighter did a certain move, that's when you're supposed to punch him. If not, it's over. So like if you're fighting a guy and Mike Tyson punch out, and the guy come down and he go, that's when you're supposed to hit him real quick because he's gonna go ooh and then throw a punch. So with this one, it'll be Mike Tyson coming down. And then Jake Paul there. As soon as Mike Tyson bite his glove,
punch.
I'm like, yo.
My man was biting his gloves,
he biting
man.
the hell out of his glove,
bro.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Listen,
good.
Man. He did it for the money. Obviously, that's the only reason why. Yeah. He would have took that fight, but I would have did it. At 58 years old, if I was a professional fighter, I would definitely would have did it. You know what? You know my thing about money. There's a price on it. That's what I be saying. We
would have both made some money.
Hey,
you would have made some money, and I would have made money betting on the other dude.
Come on, bro. You would have figured it out.
I was like, yo, that's good shit, bro. On, but good stuff.
18. What was it? 18, almost 18, 20 million.
I think he got 20 million. Yeah, 20 million. I don't know if the numbers are correct, but I think Jake made like 40. 60,
but
something like that.
But Jake has. Damn, people don't want to see. People don't give people credit because they think somebody like him is arrogant. I don't think he's arrogant. I think he's selling himself, and they've done a great job doing that.
Right. No, I wouldn't say arrogant, but after the fight, like there's a certain type of decorum that I particularly have, and you know that's just the way it is because that's a legend. It's an older man. I'm just a certain way with older people, but I get definitely that he's a hell of a like moneymaker, a big ticket draw, big time. And you got to look at this too. Boxing. It's not like MMA. Like I don't know the economics of boxing, but it seems like with boxing, you have a fighter, right? He's pretty good. You build him up and build up his record so you can be somebody, you know. So somebody look at the record, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So one could argue that some of the wins are inflatable in that sense. So all Jake Paul is doing is just picking his inflatable fighters for right now, maybe. And then when he gets to the box, who knows? He might be right on par with some of the guys that's here now. And we'll get a chance. That's another big ticket for him.
Listen, he said he want to fight Canelo.
But what size is Canelo?
I don't know, but Canelo is dangerous.
What size is he, though?
He's dangerous.
Jake Paul, 227 pounds.
Canelo will kill him. I'm telling you, he will kill him. Canelo's a machine, man.
Find out how much Canelo weighs, man.
Canelo is a machine,
Let me see if Siri can do it. Hey, Siri, what's his name? What's his whole name?
Canelo Alvarez.
Hey, Siri, how much does Canelo Alvarez weigh? 163. Bro. So Jake's going to cut, or it's just going to be like a super
you got
fight?
to cut. You got to cut.
Damn.
You got to cut. He doesn't stand a chance with Canelo, bro. I don't think you understand. Canelo is not. When Canelo fought Mayweather, he was very young, and he looked impressive during that fight. You see the potential, but again, it was Mayweather.
Canelo's Mexican?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those fighters are extremely tough. But what I'm saying, Jess, how do you do it 200? I would ask Jake, like, you know, are you cutting or he's moving up? Because obviously Jake has a powerful, right hand? You know what I'm saying? He has a powerful right hand, and at 227 pounds versus somebody at 163 pounds, like, I guess Canelo would try to go up as much as he can, and they'll meet somewhere in the middle. I don't like that. I don't like that idea. I actually think Jake Paul, I don't like that idea. Jess, I would ask Jake Paul, what is your ideal weight, and where would you fight? And possibly see if there's somebody, not the top guy in that rank, because I don't think he's ready for the top guy yet. Like, first thing I was thinking about is this dude, and I think his name is Benavidez. Like, I like watching him fight, and I think this guy is like a champion or something like that.
Benavidez is an animal.
And he's not 227 pounds. Like, 227 is crazy. I don't think Jake will want to fight there. But fight somebody near your weight class, that's a second-tier fighter. You understand?
Yeah.
So, hypothetically, you're not fighting Patrick Mahomes, but you'll fight, who would you fight? Hypothetically, you'll be fighting a second-tier guy. So, damn, who's second-tier? Come on, Jess.
Second tier?
Jason Hurts. There you go. Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. Fight the Jalen Hurts of your weight class and see if you could beat him for the next fight. That'd be big ticket right there.
You said Jake Paul is weigh how much?
When I saw it on the fight, it was saying he was 227 or 220 something.
But I don't think that's his weight though.
No, because it looked like he was bulking up.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't put him south of 200. I would say he's 200 solid.
You think he's like 190?
He doesn't strike me as that strikes me as really cut. He doesn't strike me as a really cut dude. I know he has some size on him, but he strikes me as more of a bulky guy. I'm giving him at least 200.
Canelo will kill him.
At 200? And what would Canelo do? Would Canelo stay in his correct shape, or would he have to put on extra weight? That would be the question, right?
Yeah.
Because you're gonna put on extra weight. I kind of like my chances with the Paul boy.
Canelo, I don't think Canelo look good when he's heavy.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I think his last fight, it's heavy. He's 168. Canelo's 168.
Yeah, so yeah, he putting boxing on the map big time though. They putting boxing on the map, and I kind of like this whole idea of what they're doing. The whole Jake Paul, Mike Tyson thing. I never felt that Mike Tyson was going to do any damage at all, even before the fight. But the fights, I just appreciated the 2 fights before the fight. I'm like, oh man, this was worth it. This was worth it right here. This was worth it. What they did was kind of WWE, WWF-ish, you know, in a little bit. The walkout was cringe as hell.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was cringe. I'm like, damn guys, but you know, that's not, you know, it was cringe. But yeah.
With the whole car.
Yeah, that was a little cringe. Yeah. Would it be dope? I wonder if Jake Paul ever considered doing something like this for UFC. I mean, if he's beat one of the UFC fighters.
He said he was. But he's not ready for that. That's a whole different that's not boxing. That's a whole different. Bro, you got to be crazy to be an MMA fighter.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. I think it takes a lot more craziness than it does skill, and that's what happens where you have people like that come into this sport that are crazy motherfuckers, but they're not necessarily the most skilled when it comes to their craft. Because I had a guy, his name was Kenneth Gartman. Matter of fact, you could look him up. Dude was breaking and knocking bricks and walls over. He trained with us. He was good for the UFC, but he was already older when it came out and became popular. So he might have been in his late 50s when it came popular, and he couldn't fight because the doctor wouldn't clear him because of his eye. But he was one of the guys when we trained. He was just crazy. Wasn't an excellent point sparrer at all. Yeah. He would tag him all day long, but he's crazy. You know what I mean? He'll be kicking like iron poles outside with the parts of your body that are bruised.
But if he catch you, it's over.
I don't know about that. But the thing is, if you catch him, it's not over.
Yeah, so you're saying
it was more of that. Nah. See, because I've never seen him knock nobody out. Never. Because as you said, I'm like, wow, I've never seen Gartman knock anybody out, but I've never seen nobody knock him out.
Right.
Yeah. One time I sparred him and I kicked him as hard as I can because he would just come with too much of that wild shit. And I was a very technical person, so I knew I could hurt him. And this sounds weird. I'm pretty sure people tried to hurt me. I tried to hurt him, bro. I kicked him as hard as I can in the stomach, and it did hurt him. He was like, oh. And got back up. I said, yo, yeah, this is nuts. Nuts, bro. Some people just like that. Nuts. What is it like to hit somebody and they just don't go?
They just don't go down.
It ain't about they're going to hurt you, but now it's this fatigue that comes into place with you, and now you get so tired, and it's like, oh, damn, I'm about to go down, man. Fuck. But yeah, no. MMA fighters, you're right. I think they have more crazy than skills, but when you have the two mixed together, it's amazing.
I don't think Jake could do MMA. And be in an MMA fight that fast, no.
I believe I saw at that fight Anderson Silva sitting at the ringside of the fight, and I was thinking to myself, he's probably thinking like, shit, I ain't gonna be the only one to get knocked out.
Yo.
He's like, yo, shit, people was talking about me, Mike Tyson about to get knocked out here. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, yeah, he's probably there saying like, shit. Because he made Anderson Silva look bad.
Crazy.
So it was just like.
But he's not a boxer, though.
No. That's what I'm saying. No.
Yeah, he's not a boxer.
Even, well.
You need skills, man, in boxing.
You got to have real skills. Because even when you take somebody like, and mind you, this is not me inviting anybody to fight. No, not like that. Not at all. But when you take the fight he had with Nate Diaz, and even though as good as Nate Diaz was in the UFC, he's known as a boxer, but when you see him as a straight boxer, you don't look at him as like, damn, bro, Nate Diaz should have boxed because he would have been a world beater. No, you don't say that. So
Nate Diaz is just crazy. I don't see skill.
He's just crazy. Exactly. Crazy. And it takes a lot to knock him down. Yeah. He's the type, you hit him with your best you got, he got back up.
He couldn't be a real boxer. He could only be MMA.
We're on the same.
Successful MMA.
Yeah, we don't have any argument there. Yeah. We're on the same page with that. So it's just like, but I like this thing that Jake Paul has going on, but. And he does it in increments because the Tommy Fury fight was pretty good. That Tommy Fury fight.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Give me more of those. You know what I'm saying? Win or lose, because you could put these fights together. You make boxing.
It's crazy.
You make people want to watch boxing.
It's a lot of money, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, but I don't know if anybody else had problems. I watched it on Netflix, which I have Netflix, and it kept acting crazy. I had to go back and go in.
Yeah.
You had to do too?
Yeah, the first during the introduction, when he was in the car, when Jake was in the car, it lagged a little bit.
I'm like that. So that's how many people was watching it.
Yeah, man.
God.
Yeah.
So he's the new and improved Don King.
That's fighting, yeah.
Right. You know, so he could put these things together.
Say what you want about Jake. You could hate him, whatever. The kid did something that no one else could do. He put a entertainment boxing thing together. He got Netflix involved. Before it was the Zone was the pay-per-view. Bro, he's successful, man. I respect that a lot. All the antics, obviously, with the whole thing about the brother saying, I would kill you. Yeah, I get it. If you're somebody who said, I didn't like that because I respect Mike Tyson, that makes sense.
I just didn't like it for Mike Tyson.
Yeah, but it's entertainment. You clearly see that it's entertainment now.
Yeah.
Right?
There is no.
Oh, what he gonna do against the brother?
Yeah.
Even if they don't fight, guess what people are doing? They're clicking.
Yeah.
They're reading into it. They're making up fake stories. People are clicking and watching and stuff like that. So it's gonna work. It's gonna work for them. If their viewership is gonna go up.
Right.
Maybe him and his brother could have an argument over the internet. People are going to watch.
Right.
And think that's very entertaining.
And that's where the demand is for that type of content. So that for sure. They definitely have that social media on lock.
Mm-hmm.
Social media, boxing, all of that stuff is on lock. Like I said, it would just be cool to now see him graduate and fight second tier fighters. I get the whole thing of fighting a top tier fighter to get knocked out. Like, what's the point of doing that?
Right.
But guys like the hypothetical, if you move it to NFL, guys like Dak Prescott, yeah, you fight a couple of Dak Prescotts,
right. Right.
But fight a couple of Matthew Staffords.
Don't go after Mahomes.
No, Mahomes won't fight you.
But even those guys, believe it or not, I don't think he could mess with a lot of those guys.
No, that's what I'm saying. I want to see him with he might not. Oh, you mean even the second tier guys? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The guys who really train, who take boxing serious, dedicated to boxing. I don't think a guy like Jay. Again, I'm not saying that he can't fight because clearly he can fight.
Right.
But some of the guys his age, I think he'll have a hard time.
To your point, I think he'll have a hard time with anybody obviously around his age, around his weight class. I don't think he'll fight somebody that could eat his punch. Like, your punch is your best. Like, if they tell you, like, I know you want this guy, but your best punch ain't gonna knock him down. I'm telling you that right now. This dude. Not saying the other guys you weren't the real deal, but this dude is not gonna get knocked out. So, and you're gonna take some punishment. Let me show you his last fights. All of them ended up real bloody. He bloody and the other person's bloody. I don't think he's taking that fight.
No.
So you see what I'm saying? There was some Mexican, they're just saying,
bro, come on, man.
You don't give a fuck about that right hand.
Throw it. He's gonna throw you two more. He's gonna eat it.
You're gonna eat it, headbutt you. What?
Yeah, you're gonna knock him down twice during the fight, and he could come back and knock you out. Fight over. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So damn, you saying not even you respecting the boxers to that point where not even second tier.
No.
Yeah. So I can see that.
People who've been boxing for over 10 years, 15 years, dedicating, eat, sleep boxing. You just can't go into the ring and think that you just gonna put on a show and it's gonna be okay. Not if you're fighting for real. But if you put it on a show,
right,
and you guys have spoken in the back how it's gonna go, how it's gonna play out.
Right.
Are you okay with getting 30 million? I'm gonna get 70. You good with that?
Right.
Cool. This is what we're doing. I'm going to win, and you're gonna take a couple punches. That's it. It makes perfect sense, man.
No, I get it. As you're saying it, I'm thinking to myself, because I watched the fight and I just listen to the stuff and I hear little things on the side. So it's just weird. Like, so I'm glad I'm not a professional fighter, man, because I take things way too personal, bro. So if I'm watching the replay and stuff, right, So you telling me how much you respect me and everything, but I'm hearing your corner saying like, yo, you moving slow ass, you can't move. And then at the end of the fight, when they dap him up, I'm like, yo, bro, we respect you a lot, man. You know.
Yeah.
So with me, like, I guess I'm just too matter of fact, you know, because one thing, I'm not gonna get all crazy over the fight. Anyway, for me, it's just a professional. Me and you are just fighting, so I'm doing the best I can to hurt you, and you're doing your best you can to hurt me. It doesn't extend us. It doesn't go any further than that.
Right.
I'm not giving you any more animosity for it at all. So I would be a terrible fighter. As far as promotion, as far as branding, just like now, I'm terrible for that because I'm just not. I don't need to do all the extra stuff. I'm just here to do a job. Me and you fight. That's it.
Yeah,
I don't got nothing negative to say about you.
This is entertainment. You
Right.
wouldn't last.
I wouldn't last.
You
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
last.
last.
Mike Tyson slapped him.
Right.
What was that on Thursday? On Wednesday or Thursday?
Yeah.
He slapped him just so people could start talking about it. People are going through their phone. Oh, when they fighting Friday. Oh, I'm watching. Everybody getting home at 8:00 on Netflix. Everybody's on Netflix.
Right. But that was all part of the
of course. You got to sell the fight.
Yeah. I was suck.
They feel as though they weren't picking up the traffic that they thought they would have. So, hey, we have to have a conversation with Mike. Hey, you got to slap me.
Yeah.
This is what we got to do. We got to sell the fight. You know, I promise you 20. You're going to get your 20, but we got to make sure that money is in it. So we need as much people to come watch you because people like crazy.
Right. No, absolutely.
People like crazy.
Absolutely.
Yo, you saw what Mike did, yo? I'm watching. Everybody, I'm watching. He got a chance. Bro, please.
I have no chance. No, you're right. You're right. These guys, and this is some of the stuff that I'll figure out. Real estate is my thing, but I understand and I do, like you said, respect the branding and the artistry of the branding and stuff like that. It's just never been me. And I knew I've always would have sucked at it.
Yeah.
Because think about how I'm thinking about it, right? Obviously, my ideal fighter, he wouldn't necessarily be like religious, but it almost seemed like he's a religious person because this is like, after the fight is over, you would think that like, damn, bro, like, yeah, you don't got no animosity, nothing like that. It's kind of like, nah, this is a paycheck, bro. Like, you know, good fight, great fight. I respect the dude a lot. It's over, boom, boom. But basically, anytime they say fight and bell rings, ding, I'm trying to take his head off, and I'm assuming that he's trying to take my head off. After it's over, that's it. I'm done. Bow my separate ways. We can have a party, drink, have a great time, have a talk. But I'm out. That's how I look at it. It's nothing at all ever personal. I'm pretty sure there's people like that, but they're not marketable. You know who was kind of like that before maybe the Conor McGregor shit? Khabib. He was religious.
Yeah, but Khabib wasn't as entertaining as Conor. Conor was very entertaining.
But Khabib was better. You understand?
Was he?
Hell yeah. Khabib never lost.
Oh, as a fighter?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
as
as a fighter. Not entertainer.
No, but Khabib is my type of guy.
Right.
But when you say that, like Khabib, if I had a chance to talk to Khabib or Conor McGregor, I'll be wanting to talk to Khabib.
Yeah.
You know, but Conor McGregor would have got me more views.
Come on, I want to talk to Conor. I know the value of money again.
Right. Oh God.
Again. What guy I would go with? Conor all day. Conor will sell way more fights than Khabib. Khabib is a better fighter, a better skillful fighter, but Conor, seeing him with his crazy shit that he does, people like that, man.
And the crazy thing is, we are splitting hairs because I'm not saying I would not want to interview Conor, but after speaking with a bunch of people and people who were like, let's say hypothetically this could happen, right? I would probably have to go with Conor because a lot of people would tell me and steer me towards Conor, but I would want the Khabib one because Khabib just seems like more my type of person. I'm into that type of, and not to say he's not arrogant though. They have their arrogance in their own way. The Russians, they're different with it.
It's not arrogant. It's somebody who's very confident with himself.
Right.
He knows the work that he's put in. So his talking junk to you is, hey, well, listen, I know I'm the best.
He'd say like, well, kind of no wrestling skill like me, so I know fight probably be over really quick and easy fight for me.
Right.
No challenge. and he's not trying to be funny.
Yeah, that's how you feel. He put that work in.
Right.
It's not arrogant.
I like dudes like that.
Yeah, it's not arrogant. That's, hey, I put the work in. I'm telling you what I'm capable of doing.
Right.
And what I'm about to do. Yeah, that's not arrogant. But again, people who are very weak-minded.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he shouldn't say that. He shouldn't. Why not?
Right.
Should be.
Well,
you know.
Well, that, like I said, that's different from the. I like all of those guys. Matter of fact, even the people that Khabib trains, those Russians, they act a certain way. They carry themselves a certain way. I kind of like that. And to your point, it's not arrogance. It's a confidence and a self assurance and like self esteem. It's just like, no, I'm not trying to be funny, but this guy is not on my level. I know this. I train with the best all the time. His wrestling skills are like maybe high school wrestling skills, and you don't see these people laughing.
Right. He's the kind of guy to walk into a bar, and we will know that he's somebody.
Right.
We don't know what he do, but we know that he's somebody. The way he carries himself, the way he moves. He's a very respectful guy. Right. Hey, how you doing? Let's have a seat. The way his mannerism is very.
The congruency would never fall off.
Come on, bro.
Never fall off. Never fall off, bro. Never fall off. I like that. I like that, man. We rocking and rolling, bro. Rocking and rolling. Bro, I make this easy, man. I don't cut anything. I just, I don't cut anything. Just let it rock.